What I do on my oatmeal, I put in some brown sugar and some cinnamon and some raisins and some butter on my plate. It's more like a cookie when I eat it.
It's like, oh.
Oh, it's so good. What's your birthday? August 10th? Y'all, everybody's born in August.
August, yeah.
Oh, there's another one about a girl.
Oh,
See, I got all kinds of poetry about girls. This was to that same girlfriend who was looking over my shoulder. You are so sweet. The dentist says I need to brush my teeth after kissing you. Get it? Because you're so sweet, it'll rot your teeth out, just like sugar candy.
Mine's March the 16th.
March the 16th. It's either March or August. Everybody was born at the same time.
You don't count.
Yep.
Yes, I do count them. Everybody counts.
Well,
Here's another one about a girl.
Oh.
She's like, no more about love.
I know.
Okay, my girlfriend is at her most beautiful when she is singing to me.
Oh,
Yeah,
nice.
Yeah. It's just when she had this beautiful voice, it just sounded like an angel. And sometimes, you know, I'd be sick,
And
and she would sing to me, and she'd get like a washcloth and put it on my head, and she'd just sing little songs for me. Feels real good, just like a mom would. Oh, that's just the best.
I mean, that's just sweet.
Isn't that sweet? She just took care of me. What's your birthday?
October 3rd.
October 3rd. Somebody finally not born in August or March.
I'm unique.
She's really unique.
you ain't that special.
Oh, no.
All right now. You gotta stay with me.
Uh-oh.
There's another one about a girl.
Oh, no.
Oh,
Right.
no.
Old t-shirt
Yuck.
found under the bed.
Whoa.
Still smells like her.
Oh.
No, she wasn't funky. She smelled good.
Oh, yeah.
So I was cleaning my room,
And you found an old t-shirt.
and I found an old t-shirt of hers, and I was like, look at there. And I smelled it, and it smelled warm and good and sweet, just like her, you know? How you got the hair conditioner, and a little bit of perfume, you know? And a little bit of sweat that smells kind of sweet. No, it's not funky. It's good. It's good.
It sounds like somebody's in
What's your
love.
birthday?
January 26th.
January 26th. I'm trying to find it. Hold on.
So you write one for every day?
For every single day. The one on your day is inappropriate, so I'm trying to find one that is not inappropriate. It's more about love, but it's a special kind of love that I don't want to read about right now.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Y'all be nice.
Uh-huh. Remember what
Oh,
I
okay.
told you before he came in here?
Here you go. I wrote this on your birthday.
Okay.
Okay, not really, but here's a poem. And it's sad. It's kind of a sad poem. It's not, I think this is probably when my girlfriend broke up with me.
Uh-oh.
Because that happens. We are surrounded by lonely people looking for someone just like us. See like that?
Makes a lot of sense.
It makes a lot of sense because everybody gets lonely. Everybody been lonely? Man, I get so powerful lonely, you don't even know. I get sad. But there's lots of sad people out there who want to meet somebody just as bad as I want to meet them. And so all I have to do is go talk to somebody. See, watch, I'm not lonely anymore. So I'm gonna do one more. Anybody else not get a birthday one yet? Oh, when's your birthday? February 4th. Okay, I have trouble sleeping at night. Like I just can't sleep. Do you guys ever do that? Like you just
And you
can't
tossing and turning.
tossing and turning.
You can't sleep.
You
It's
can't
like,
turn
oh.
off your mind because your mind's thinking about this and that and the thing. You ever do that thing where you're like, somebody's mean to you during the day and you wish you had said something at the time,
But you didn't.
but you didn't. But at night you're thinking about what you should have
What you can
said.
say.
Something about their mom, something like, oh yeah, da, da, da.
All right, if you
That just goes in my head all night long. All the stuff I should have said, and so it's like I'm fighting with sleep. So this is about that. I punch sleep in the nose. It
Ow.
kicks me in the shin. We fight all night long. Seriously, clap. All right, who else?
Del.
Still?
Right here.
Guess when my birthday is?
When?
This Sunday.
Oh,
Birthday.
How old do you think I am? How old? 27,
21.
21,
18.
18,
You probably 20 or
23. How old do you think I am?
40.
40? 40? I'll be 41 on Sunday.
Oh,
See, so he was close. He was surprised. There's surprise. All right, what was your birthday again? September 17th? Okay. September is what, 9? Oh, it's probably about a girl.
Uh-oh. Oh, Lord.
Hold on. Let's see if I can find it. It's about a girl. Okay, it's about that time when you go to the movie theater, you know, with that special person for the very first time. You know what I'm saying? And the seats are really tiny and pressed up next to each other. And then you find out that your hips are touching in the dark. And it's kind of exciting and scary. That's what it's about. Here it comes. Where'd it go?
You just hold your weight.
Movie theater. Hips kissing in the darkness because they're touching. Ovals of shared warmth. So it's just about that time where you just like you realize that you're touching, and you know they know you're touching, and they know you know they know that you know that they're touching, and you're not moving. You're like, I like them so much. I just feel stupid.
I went to the movie, my mom knew.
Okay, but
You-
his birthday. You forgot about him.
I think he
What about
knows.
Ashley?
How about her?
Where's Ashley?
She's already did
She already did.
She's done that.
Did I get
She's done
yours?
your body.
What about yours? What's your birthday?
August 6th.
Another August baby. Who was born in August? Raise your hand.
It's a good month.
Why is everybody born in August? She's like, it's a good. I was born twice. Oh, here's one for you. I wrote this in Arkansas. Yep, I was traveling across the country, and I used to have a great big bushy beard. Ew, no, it's a bushy beard. It's nice. It's nice. It's not a big smelly beard with birds living in it and bees. It's a nice beard. So it's about this day. I shaved my face on the back porch. The next day, all the bird nests have bits of my gray beard. You get that? Because I shaved my beard, and it went down on the ground, and the birds came up and made birds' nests up in it.
Oh my god.
How did
Yeah.
I get that one? Who wants to try?
Nice. What's your birthday?
May 26th.
May 26th. Your birthday's coming up. Mine's May 11th. How old am I going to be?
41.
41.
That's kind of old. Is that old? Does that sound
Yeah.
old to you?
No.
That is not old. That is not old.
How old is whenever you can't get up in the morning?
I got up this morning, so I'm not old. Wait, May what?
26th.
May 26th. That's another poem about a girl. What is up with these poems about girls?
Stephen likes that.
Okay, I was in Alaska. Y'all ever been to Alaska?
No.
My cousin, one of our friends have.
Oh yeah? I flew to Alaska to do some poetry up there, and it was beautiful. Like imagine no buildings, just mountains and sky and the trees and the moose and the alligators. I don't think there's alligators.
No.
So I wrote this. 11 a.m. The Alaskan sky is blue as my lover's eyes. Because she had these pretty blue eyes. Oh, do you feel me on that? Come on, do you feel me on that? Yes, sir.
You want me to tell everyone when my birthday is?
When's your birthday?
April the 24th.
April the 24th.
It better not be a better girl.
Yeah.
Let's see.
Yeah.
It's not about a girl.
It's about the.
You guys are like, yeah, it's about a boy. No, it's not. This is about, it's about summertime. Well, kind of almost summertime. It's when the days are starting to get nice. You know, winter's over. It's nice. It's not quite sweaty and nasty in the summertime yet. It's beautiful outside, right? People are starting to buy ice cream cones. And walk down the street with a what do you call it? Shaved ice.
It's not,
Like
yeah.
a
Snowball.
like a snowball, right? Exactly. But the mosquitoes are coming out. Y'all have mosquitoes here?
Yeah.
Y'all have mosquitoes as big as helicopters here, don't you? Uh-huh.
I mean, they're big.
It's about that. Ready? Mosquitoes attack little kid's ankles as he licks his ice cream cone. That's summer to me. That's the beginning of summer when the little kids are wearing their short pants and eating ice cream cone and getting attacked by bugs. That means summer is coming. So, do you guys have any questions or anything? This is all I do for a living. I just write stories about stuff. Tell me.
A bad girl is looking down on your shoulder. Was that nice?
That was a nice poem.
Yeah.
Well, because, you know, when you have someone special, or even if it's just a friend, or your mom, or your sister, or your brother, or something, it's just nice to be around somebody, you know? And sometimes when you're writing and they're looking over your shoulder, you're like, what are you doing looking over my shoulder? And so you write something so that they'll see it, you know what I'm saying? Or you'll hide it.
You're like,
Yeah, and then go, and you write a smiley face like this. Yeah. You have a
Do
question?
you have one for November the 9th?
November the 9th? Who's that?
A friend.
A special friend?
A very special
Oh,
friend.
I think it might be a very special friend, if you know what I mean. November 9th. Here it is. You are nasty, ugly, smelly. No, I'm kidding. That's not the poem. That's not the poem. That is not the poem. Oh, it's a poem about a girl.
All right.
But it could be about a boy. My radio only gets one station.
oh man.
It's the one with songs about you. Anybody have any questions? Yes.
How did you know everybody's birthday? You must know.
There's a whole bunch. Look at how many poems there are.
He just writes one every day of the year, girlfriend.
Yeah, I write one every day for every day of the year and put them in this book with my pictures. Y'all want to see some pictures that I did?
You drew them?
I took them with my camera. You see that right there?
Oh,
That's good.
what is
Well, it's me with my headphones on. Can you see my head right there?
Oh yeah, it's like
Just
you.
got with my headphones on.
Oh.
Okay, now see.
I have a question.
Y'all see this one?
It's upside down.
Well, I kind of made them look kind of funny, so it's kind of hard to tell what they are. But can you tell what
I
that
know
is?
what that is.
What is it?
That's a thing with the fireman.
It's a fire plug. You know, fire plug with the grass.
Very
That's the sound.
good. Do you sell books?
I do. I most certainly do. And they're all appropriate because
I
they have
love
no
poetry.
curse words.
I've been published about poetry.
Have you? Will you do a poem for us?
I didn't bring it with me, so don't
Oh, she's scared. You see her getting scared?
Yes, I am. I've never done that.
Y'all see this? What do you think that is?
No, that's Texas.
Texas.
That's Texas.
Exactly. See, you got the telephone pole and the desert and the blue sky. Can you see?
I can
Texas. Very good.
It looks like a beach.
Oh, okay.
Okay. See right there? It's kind of like, it's Texas. I was riding in a Greyhound bus. Y'all ever been on a Greyhound bus?
Yeah. That comes out.
I don't like the Greyhound bus. It's nasty and hot and smelly and uncomfortable. But I was just looking out the window and that's what it looked like out
And
the
you just
window.
picture it and.
Okay, this is a strange one, but can you see that?
Oh, I know.
What do you think that is?
I know. That's
It's
Team
Oh,
Alaska.
Uh-huh. What are they doing?
They dance and them African people.
Well, what they were doing is, I went to Hawaii. Y'all know about Hawaii?
No.
It was so beautiful. And we were diving off a cliff into the water. And so this is a picture of some people diving off a cliff into the water. They're just up in the air.
They're like, oh.
Yeah, they're jumping off.
They're like,
Exactly.
Excuse me, what's the cliff at?
Well, the cliff is like right about here, so they jump way up in the
they're
air.
like, over the cliff.
And I'll show you one more. Oh, can you see what this is?
Oh, I know.
What is it?
I know. Those cards that is like delicious.
Uh-huh, exactly. It's the intersection in the middle of a city right there. And you can see the signs and stuff.
Oh, yeah. And then
Yeah.
the cars are going there like this.
Uh-huh, uh-huh.
Going straight for the other car.
And I just made it look all pretty and stuff like that.
Yes.
Did a good job.
Thank you very much. Everybody like that?
Yeah.
Good deal. So I'm going to read one more poem for you, and then if you guys have any questions and stuff, we'll talk about it. Do you guys like the poem so far?
Yeah.
Good deal.
Yeah, I like it, Big Papa Eve.
I'm glad you do. What's your name?
Edward Jones.
You're Big Papa Edward.
Now my name's Edward Jones.
Edward Jones, Big Papa Edward Jones, ladies and gentlemen. Give it up for Big Papa Edward Jones.
Snap your fingers, remember?
Okay, this is a poem about when I was a little kid.
Okay.
And when you think back to when you were a little kid, it's hard to remember because, you were a little kid. You don't remember. It's hard for me to remember even a day ago. But this is the first thing I can remember when I think as far back as I possibly can. This is what I remember. So I'll read it and then we'll talk about it, okay? Oatmeal. That's what I remember.
You had oatmeal and all kind of stuff.
My mother stirring oatmeal in the early morning dark, scraping the sides of the saucepan with a wooden spoon. That meant it was time to wake my sister up and get ready. Put on our pink bunny slippers and put pillows and blankets into the back of the car. Me and my sleepy kid sister. So my mom could drive my dad to the railroad where he worked. She was 22. I was 4.
Oh, wow.
Got that? So that's about that time. That's the first thing. That's the thing I remember. I remember, like when you're still in bed
You're like,
and you're not quite awake yet, but you're not quite asleep yet, and you don't want to get up. It's that time where you got to go to the bathroom, but you're not ready to get up out of bed yet. And then you hear that noise, and you know she's stirring the oatmeal. And so you know it's almost time to get up, because she'll be like, all right, get up. It's time to eat. We got to go. Take your dad to work. So it's about that time. I love, because she didn't just make nasty oatmeal. She made oatmeal, like I said, with brown sugar and cinnamon and raisins, a little bit of milk, and sometimes, if she was feeling really happy, bananas.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. You guys feeling that? Come on now.
What about the strawberries?
Strawberries.
Oh, you like it with strawberries? What else can you put in oatmeal? I like peaches.
Maple syrup.
Maple syrup? That's good. Yeah, I like oatmeal. Do you like cream of wheat?
We had the rice today.
What about grits? Y'all have grits in the morning?
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a southern thing.
Oh yeah, I like some grits. But I make grits with like sugar, and I make it just like oatmeal. I put sugar and butter in it. I don't put salt and pepper.
That ought to be a crime.
See, I'm from the South, Southern California.
My brother was in the Navy over there.
Oh yeah, I was in the Navy
He
over
walked
there
into the
too.
restaurant and he said, "Give me a bowl of grits." The man looked at him and said, "What's a grit?"
What's a grit? Like an individual, one single grit. Yes.
Do you like, when you leave this place, do you like go to Atlanta and
I've been to Atlanta. I travel all over the place.
Ooh.
Atlanta's pretty. Y'all ever been to Atlanta?
stuff? No.
Oh, it's a
beautiful
big,
place.
beautiful
Never been
city.
to Miami. Florida?
You know, I've never been to Florida. So, and I've never been to Mississippi till today. So I'm gonna cross that. I've been to, how many states do you think I've been to?
I know.
50.
52 states.
Nope. I've been to this is my 39th state to perform poetry. So I still got 11 more to go before I get them all. What's your question? Oh, your cousin lives in Atlanta?
I know.
You know what they got in Atlanta now? They got a big aquarium. It's like the biggest aquarium in the whole country. Do you guys know what an aquarium is? With all the fish and stuff?
Yeah. Have you been on the Orleans?
Yeah, that's where I flew into. I haven't been to New Orleans since the big hurricane hit. Did y'all get the hurricane here?
Yeah.
Oh yeah? What was it like? What was it like?
Hurricane Katrina.
Yeah, how was Hurricane Katrina like?
You ever had Hurricane Rita in your state?
We've never had hurricanes where I live.
Terrible, terrible.
I know when the hurricanes come.
How do you know when the hurricanes come?
They come in August.
Oh, in August. That's when y'all were born. I wonder what that means.
I was voting.
That's
Never, we
that's
never did that.
that's a bad day.
Was it a bad day?
When the whole thing of the house across the street from us,
Uh-huh.
down the wall, got destroyed, and it had opened,
There was a lot of that.
Wow.
and my mama and my brother-in-law to see if anybody was in the house, but they wasn't because they ran, we got donations out.
We're very close to the Pascagoula River here, so.
Oh, so it
they have a
overflowed the
lot of
bank?
water.
Wow.
Have you been to California?
Uh-huh, that's where I'm
Born
from.
there, sweetheart.
That's where I was born, California. In a little bitty town called Bakersfield. It's about
I've
this
heard
big
that.
around.
Like
It's about that big around. That's how big Bakersfield is.
about this big, right?
It's about that big around.
Gee.
Yes, sir.
Never heard of Mona Lisa.
Where did that
You
come
mean the
from?
painting?
Hey.
Where she's like this? That Mona Lisa?
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Do you like that painting?
yeah.
Yes,
I'm
sir.
fixing to get me one for my home in my bedroom soon.
Nice. I like the paint. I like that painting.
And
Yes,
Big Papa
yes, ma'am.
E.
Yes, sir.
There's only one painting of Mona Lisa. The big one in New York City in the museum cost $1 million.
That's a lot of money. I wish I had $5.
All right.
All right, so I'm gonna do one more poem.
Okay.
Let me see. I have a little list here of the poems I can do. So here's your choice. Ready? Do you want a poem about a girl?
Nah.
Yeah. Or a poem about flossing my teeth? Like, let's vote. Poem about a girl, go like this. Poem about flossing my teeth. Looks like flossing my teeth wins. Does anybody floss their teeth? Because most of my friends do not floss their teeth. And most of my friends' breath is stanky. It's not even stinky, it's with an A. Stanky. Stanky, that's a special kind of stanky. And do y'all say greasy down here?
No, that's up in
Breezy,
I know-
that's according to
that's
what you
up-
mean by,
Excuse me, that's up in Philadelphia.
really?
Oh yeah? Because we say greasy, because if it's greasy, that's nasty, but if it's greasy,
Greasy.
that's nasty. That's real nasty. So their breath is nasty. So this is about how much I love to floss my teeth. I love to floss my teeth. I mean, I love to floss my teeth. There is nothing better than unwinding a good yard of floss at the end of the day. Kicking back on my couch with my feet thrown up over the armrest, my eyes closed, my head back, listening to some music on the radio, some Ella Fitzgerald, some Bessie Smith, some Billie Holiday on the stereo, and stretching that wax dental floss between my fingers. And none of that fancy stuff. None of that high-tech space shuttle floss, and no cinnamon or mint flavoring either. Just the classic type. Not too thick, but just right. And the music is playing and your eyes are closed and, oh yeah. You slip the floss in between your teeth, slip it in and scrape gently up and down along either side of your tooth, and oh yes, the pressure of a day's work just disappears. Even as you remove bits of chicken chow mein and Polska kielbasa sausage and strings of lemongrass and bean sprouts, it's heavenly. The pressure on your teeth, on the spaces between your teeth, just vanish. It all fades away as the slender thread dances between your teeth and skitters along your gums and removes all the yuckiness it finds. Just to run your tongue along the pearly expanse of enamel and not find a single foreign substance, not a single unplanned particle or rebellious crumb, just smoothness. Your tongue ice skating over the expanse of teeth. In heaven, when you get off the elevator and still have the songs from the elevator in your head, the host angel who greets you and takes you to the correct line you'll be standing in for the next 2,000 years will hand you a little white dispenser of wax dental floss that never breaks and never runs out. Thank you very much.
Did Papa eat?
Yes, sir.
Did you drive here from Texas?
I flew here from Texas the whole way. I'm
I
tired
bet your
too.
arms are tired.
My arms are tired. Yeah, I flew here. I flew into New Orleans, and then a teacher named Daniel Doyle picked me up at the airport and drove me here.
Mr. Doyle, pretty cool.
Mr. Doyle's pretty cool. Yes, what was your question?
Your friend in
What's that?
In New Orleans. It landed in New Orleans.
Oh yeah. I landed in New Orleans and I drove here.
I got some folks in New Orleans.
You got some folks
Yeah, New Orleans and Atlanta.
Kinfolk.
in Atlanta?
Yeah.
I need to go visit New Orleans because I haven't been since the Katrina came.
I just came from Atlanta.
Oh yeah?
Not too long ago.
Atlanta? See, I need to go back to Atlanta too. I haven't been there in about almost 10 years. Is it pretty?
Yeah.
Is it pretty around here? I haven't seen much of Moss Point yet.
Well, you want
Yes.
to take you outside?
We're still kind of recovering.
Oh yeah?
Yeah.
But it's getting there.
It's getting there. Well, I was hoping you guys have a Waffle House. You guys have a Waffle House?
Oh, we got many of them all around the
Yes, you got a Waffle House? I love
Smothered,
some
scattered.
Smothered, scattered, everything.
Love them.
Yeah, I love it too.
We got a dog though.
What's that?
We got a whole bunch of them.
Yeah, see, I
There's
love a Waffle
the
House.
closest one is over there by the truck stop.
I like the little hash browns. You can
Yeah.
Oh, that's
I
a
love
bit.
Those are good.
those are real good.
I like them crunchy.
So, give me some more questions, and then I'm gonna go to the back.
Anybody else got any more questions? Amber?
Yes, ma'am.
We have one of our students that just walked in. I was wondering if you could read her on.
Was it you?
Deja?
Deja.
Deja, when's your
Oh, it's
birthday, Deja?
October the 12th. That's my dad's birthday. That's also Columbus Day. October 12th. This is a poem. I write poems every day, and this was the poem I wrote on your birthday. It's about a girl.
Go figure.
Here you go. So see if you can picture this scene in your head, okay? Just kind of picture this scene. Bald man at bus stop. There he is. He's standing at the bus stop. Stands tall and straightens tie as pretty girl walks by.
Like this.
There you go. Did I get all y'all?
You didn't give me Robinson.
Yeah, did.
August 10th, so you read.
Same as Quentin's.
Oh, same as yours? Ah, you knew that. Okay, everybody, thank you very much for having me. I'm gonna go.
No, we enjoyed it.
I'm gonna go to the bathroom and get ready for the next class. So,
Yeah.
thank you guys so much.
Very nice.
Thank you for having me, guys.
Yes. Who? What? I'm fixing to ask you for one.
Do y'all have emergency?
Oh,
Just put a sweater right there.
I don't, but I will by the end of the day. How about I give it to you, and then you find it by the end of the day, because we're gonna. Oh, it's okay. This is what I do for a living. I give people poetry. And what's nice about that is, you know, maybe not all the poems are appropriate, but they're all curse word free, and they're made for high schools. I'll see you guys.
Mine is more on a rhyme.
Oh, yeah. Mine's more like a storytelling.
I like that, I like it. Free flow and easy going.
Yeah. All right.
We really enjoyed you coming. Thank you very much for
Thank
coming.
you very much,
out today.
everybody.
Thank
See you guys.
And Pop, Big Papa E.
Yes,
one
sir.
More thing.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Oh,
Aw.
he wants to shake your hand.
It's very good to meet you, sir. You guys be good now, okay?
All right, we enjoyed it.
Bye-bye. If anybody asks you what you think of poetry, you tell them it was fun, all right?
Slam it.
All right. See you guys.
Thank you.
Just telling me about you.
Hi, everybody. Yeah, they said my name over the loudspeaker. I was like, well, look at that. That's me.
Well, step in so they can see you.
Oh, sure, sure.
This is my class.
Hi,
And
class.
This is a first year class of doing this at Moss One High.
Awesome.
And what we do is we do film, we do commercials, we do all the film in here and
Awesome.
make DVDs, and we've done weddings and anything else anybody wants us to do that.
That's awesome. You guys ever go to YouTube then? You know YouTube, right?
Oh,
I've got a
yes.
bunch of videos on YouTube because
Okay.
I do the same stuff. Except my camera's not nearly as nice as that. My camera's about that big.
Oh, okay, you got a digital,
Yeah, it's a little bitty one.
Yeah.
But I'd love to get one of those.
Oh, yeah, those are nice.
I wish they had something like this when I was in high school. They didn't
Everybody
have anything
says
like
that.
this.
Everybody says that. And I went here and they didn't have this, but I love it. I love it.
Nice. Are y'all gonna come to the assembly at 6th and 7th period? It's gonna be fun. Well, I'll see you all then.
It was nice meeting you.
It's very good to meet you as well.
Okay.
It's good to be
Okay.
here.
And
See you guys. Thank you for letting me use the.
Oh, fine, fine.
Moss Point. This is my first time. So far, I want to eat some alligator. So I'm just gonna pull in.
Not like you.
Well, I went to Sardis Lake and I went camping one time when I was 19, but the first time since then that I've been here. Yeah? I like the houses with the porches and stuff.
We got too much going on, but good looking school
I just sound nice. I imagine everybody has different ways of expressing themselves to the chorus.
Terry, give me a
If it were more fun, I wish they had uniforms because then I would have stuck out. This way nobody knows.
Because we only have 2 pants, we can choose probably 3 shirts.
Right. So everybody looks the same.
Hey, where you at, Stephen? Where you at, Stephen? Oh, that was right
Okay, watch. Here you go.
If you know how to say it, you got surfing.
Tell it's me. Yeah, everybody thinks Big Poppy E is big.
Yeah.
And maybe has like a gold grill and like some chains. Okay, I need that.
Because he tells nothing about it, he just said.
Really good. really good. Yeah, it was
He
awesome.
did so well first period. The children just were enthralled.
Hi.
Hey, so you're from Austin?
Austin, Texas.
Yeah, I'm from San Angelo, Texas.
Oh, no kidding. I'm Eric. What's your name?
Leah Foster.
Hi, Leah Foster. It's good to meet
It was
you.
nice to meet you. So you live there already?
Oh, no, just the last 5
Oh,
years.
yeah, I have yours,
Southern
'cause
California.
Oh,
originally.
I was telling.
Not much difference between Southern California and Austin.
Well, I'm from actually Central California. It's very agricultural and a lot of oil field. That's my hometown.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You and Dwight, I mean, you and, what's his name?
Dwight Yoakam,
Yeah, but who did he sing with?
Buck Owens.
Yes, I love that.
Yep.
Yeah, my friend got a job in Chevron from here, and they sent him to Bakersfield.
Yep, lots of oil.
Yeah, lots of
oil.
Chevron, yeah.
Yep, so it's probably not all that different. It looks different because there's a lot more trees.
I don't mean that, I mean mindset in Austin.
Well, I don't know. It's we all came from Oklahoma and Texas during the Dust Bowl, so it's a very it's a very southern town. It's very country. Everybody talks with an accent.
You guys
Everybody
are
listens
going
to
to No
country
Mo
music.
In Austin?
Not in Austin,
No,
but Bakersfield.
Doodle.
Austin,
that way.
totally different
Totally different.
place.
It's more like California in the middle of Texas.
Yeah,
That's what I was saying.
it's
If your computer's not
definitely.
working, let me
Well,
see
you
it
did a
before
wonderful
you.
job.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Before you log off. Go ahead down to the auditorium.
Yeah.
You got the Tiger Ambassadors. It's really pretty intelligent.
Cool.
Engaged.
Hi, I'm Eric. What's your name? Justin. Hi, Justin.
Fourth period today. Actually, right now. Stay down there. I was wondering. I want to be a new Tiger no more. Oh, okay. You're doing it right now with Tiger Ambassadors, so stay down there. Okay. Well, I need to get my stuff.
We're going to the auditorium right now for the Tiger Squad. Is it the Tiger Squad?
Tiger Ambassadors.
What's that mean? Give me a rundown on what the Tiger Ambassadors are.
I think they're what, sophomores now?
Yeah, mostly. Well, it's
Intelligence.
a special program, right? And if you stay with it the whole time, you get like $5,000 or something like that.
I don't know about all that, but they're intelligent kids.
Nice.
Future leaders of Moss Point, I suppose.
Interesting. I was never a tiger. I was always like the knucklehead. Unfortunately. Don't be a knucklehead, kids. What am I doing? Like I'm talking to... Hi. How you doing? Call me. This is pretty cool. I had a good time with that. I didn't know what to expect with that first class because...
That was really good, actually.
A lot of my stuff is like, it's meant for colleges, so I curse a lot. It's kind of like Dane Cook meets poetry, you know?
Yeah, I heard you.
So it's kind of I had to write special stuff for like high school occasions because I didn't have anything to perform that wasn't going to get anybody fired.
I watched some of your performances on YouTube.
Oh, nice.
Oh.
Yeah, you can see I cuss a lot.
Yeah, Falling in Light, that was my favorite one.
Which one?
Falling in Light.
Oh, yeah.
That's a real good one.
My girlfriend helped me write that
Yeah.
one. So it's here?
Yeah, all those poems about the girlfriend is about the same girlfriend?
They never last long, so they're always about someone else. But Falling in Light, I wrote with my girlfriend. Is there a light?
I don't know
Who's in
really.
charge of this? All right.
It was like, Tiger Squad! What Tiger Squad? Tell me what the Tiger is. Tiger Ambassador. What is the Tiger Ambassador? Say I miss you Who else did the poetry on the YouTube? She's like, everybody's pointing at you, the short one right there down in front. You can't see her, she's too short. Oh my God! Hi! Oh, come on, I'm just the non-cuss word version of my stuff, but you know where to get the good stuff. But anyway, I perform poetry. I'm from Austin, Texas. I'll give you all the whole show. How long do we have first?
Forever.
No,
ignore the time. We're here all day.
I'm gonna kick off my show. Nasty. I don't have nasty feet. I'm being nasty. Jerk you into a knot, and I'm gonna slap the taste out of your mouth. My grandma used to say. Oh, my grandma would tan your eye, forget about it. With a switch. You know what my grandma would do? She would make me go in the backyard and pick my own salt. My grandma would get like a little bitty piece of grass. Grandma, she'd be like, that's not a switch, and she would uproot a tree. I'm gonna hit you with this tree! Grandma would not. Oh man. She had this one, flip flop, and she would hit you with the flip flop. She'd be like, and you would, I'd like be in my room with the door closed, thinking about doing something bad. And there'd be a knock at the door, there'd be the flip flop. BAM! I knew you was thinking about something! My grandma's like a southern granny, so she does not. She would have like a warm Dr. Pepper in one hand and like a pickled pig's foot in the other. You eat pig's feet? We're southern, man. Southern California. What? South Central California. All right, so how about this? Y'all see my stuff. What poem you want to hear? Okay, so I'm gonna do that one first.
Okay. Where'd you come from?
The guys are So, y'all ready for this? Okay, so Sunday is my birthday.
Mine is Monday.
Are you old?
I'm old as hell.
You're young.
How old?
How do you think I am?
25. I say
36.
I'll be 41 on Sunday.
Oh! So
Check this out. The other day, I've been dating the same girl for 3 years. Her name is Zara. I love her so much. And the other day, I decided just out of the blue to get her flowers, and I had them delivered to her work. And she came home during lunch and said, "We need to talk."
wow. I'm sorry.
There's like 3 sentences I do not ever want to hear. One of them is, "Let's go for a walk." See what I'm saying? Like when your dad's like, "Let's go for a walk." Because you know everything's going to be different after that talk, right? Or about last night, I got hate that one. And then,
Oh, yeah.
and they say it very nice. They say it polite, like it's a job interview. Like, let's talk.
That'd be the nicest thing they ever say.
Oh man! So we had the talk, and on the day that I gave her flowers was the day she broke up with me. It was like a week and a half ago. So it's like, you ever do that? Like I don't know how to turn it off.
Did you
like
take
the
the
lights.
flowers back?
What's that?
Did you take the flowers?
Yeah, give me them flowers. Mom, damn dead. No, she's still my best friend in the whole wide world. We still hang out and stuff, but it's like one of those things where her parents want her to marry a rich doctor, and she's got like a white trash poet for a boyfriend, and they just don't like it. So it's a lot of conflict, and it's a small family, and we just got tired of dealing with it. So she's gonna try to find somebody more appropriate to date.
Anything you care to say for the camera?
Oh, thank you, man. I appreciate it. So, we wrote this poem together like earlier this year, and we were talking back and forth about like, you know, if we were back in 6th grade, how would we have had a crush on each other? Well, I would have done this and I would have done that. So this is a poem about not only that, but also about just liking somebody in a way. You know, dating is so much about like, dating is all about sex, unfortunately, you know? Like, is this person being nice to me just because they want to, you know, hit that or something, you know? If I allow this person to hold my hand, does it mean I have to allow them to do this and that? And suddenly becomes so complicated about all the expectations. I wish you could go back to 6th grade where none of that was an issue, at least it wasn't when I was a kid. And the most you had to hope for was like going to the movies, you know, in 6th grade, and you're sitting next to them in the dark, and you know you got the pinky, holding the pinkies in the dark. That was the most you had to hope for, so it was less complicated. So this is a poem about that. Y'all already know about that. But it's especially like moving for me now because we just broke up, and I feel like I've just taken 3 years worth of classes, so now I'm an expert on something, but I didn't get the job. And I'm like, well, what do I do with my degree now? I guess I gotta go major in someone else. I gotta switch my major now. So this is about falling in life. If I get all choked up, don't make fun of me too much. You make me feel goofy. Goofy like I blush when someone mentions your name. Goofy like I have a bazillion things I want to tell you when you're not around, but face to face I just stare at my toe making circles on the ground like I'm all thumbs and no place to put them. Like I just want to write you a note that says, do you like me? Yes, no, or hell no. Whatever random cool I've been able to harness leaps from my grasp when you enter the room, and I feel old school. And by that I mean like grade school, like back in the day when the space between wanting to touch someone's hand and actually touching it could hold lifetimes of passion and yearning. Girl, I don't want to make out with you. I want to make a fort with you. I want to make a fort with you right in the middle of the living room with all the sheets and all the blankets and every chair in the whole house. A soft labyrinth scented with fabric softener and hot chocolate with marshmallows, laying on our tummies on the avocado shag carpeting and eating golden grams right out of the box. We'd be the best spellers in all the 6th grade spelling bee, and we'd spend our recesses in the library, quizzing each other over dueling dictionaries and encyclopedias and having cutthroat Scrabble wars. And you would always accuse me of cheating, but I still swear that ishkabibble is a real word. I would trade my grape jelly sandwich for Matthew's Fuji apple, to switch with Mikey's cherry fruit roll-up, to swap with Fat Andy's Reese's peanut butter cup, even though I'm allergic to peanuts, just so I could trade your favorite candy for your grape jelly sandwich. During art class, I would draw Dr. Seuss landscapes of fire engine red grass and royal purple trees just so you could use the green crayon as much as you wanted it. People would talk about us, and we would let them. And if you got the chicken pox, I would ride my bike across town on a Saturday and climb in through your bedroom window to hang out with you while your parents were shopping so that I could get chicken pox too. Then we could both stay home from school and talk on the phone all day long and watch game shows and Twilight Zone reruns together and take breaks only for dinner and the bathroom until it was bedtime. And we whispered into the phone under the covers in the dark until we got really sleepy. And I would say, are you asleep? And you would say, yes. And a little while later I would ask, are you still awake? And you wouldn't say anything. And I would just lie there, listening to the sound of your breathing. On my homemade Valentine's Day card, I would write, I like you, in sparkles and blue. Only my handwriting is so bad all my K's look like V's. But we decide that's better anyway. I live you. We We make pinky swears while biting our thumbs and cross our hearts and hope that I promises with words like always and forever and never ever ever, promises you can only make when you're 12 and don't know any better. Back when 3 weeks at summer camp was an eternity and a change of school's a disaster. Back before pimples, before underarm hair, before bra straps and makeup, before graduation and college and graduation and real life, back before resumes and jobs and careers and mortgages and marriage and divorce and debt and disappointment. Back when summers lasted forever. And our very first kiss was the weirdest, most amazing, most awkward thing in the whole wide world. That's how I like you, like a lot. So which is it? Yes? No? Or hell no? I'm gonna go like this. I'm gonna get all gangster. You guys applaud furiously. Ready? And... Alright, so, it's hot and musty in here. I've never been in, you know, it is, I'm a little hot in here. I've never been to Mississippi before. I camped out in Sardis Lake. Is it, you don't know about Sardis Lake? I think it's in north of Mississippi, right over the Tennessee border. And, but I've never really been to Mississippi until now. In fact, my goal is to perform poetry in all the 50 states. And so far, this is my 39th state. And I've already got Hawaii and Alaska down, so those are kind of the hard ones. But it's getting really hard for like Montana and Wyoming, because they don't seem to like a whole lot of poetry in Montana and Wyoming, so that's been a real challenge. Like if you looked at the United States and pretended like there was a saddle, that's where I still need to go. So like Wyoming, South Dakota, North Dakota, because I keep imagining they'll be like, we don't like people like you around here. Fancy pants, poetry and stuff. Like that. What? No, I'm just playing. So, give me another request. Some of the guys, give me a request. Proppers? Is that a good one? Okay, I'll do that one. Let's see. And then I'll do some y'all haven't heard. Yeah. Well, I don't know. You guys can do it.
Wait. Before you say Mississippi, how to say Louisiana?
Well, you know, the thing about any place is that it's the same as any place. I mean, the people change, the colors change, the ethnicities change, the socioeconomic level changes, the experience changes, the scenery changes, everything changes. But in the end, if you just speak your truth, that's all anybody wants from interaction. You know, they don't want to be talked down to, like, you know how there's some teachers and some like adults that talk to students like they forgot what it was like to be 15. You know, how it's not that long ago, but people just forget and talk to you like you're an alien life form and stuff, you know? Or try to like talk down to you, or try to like, what do these kids want to hear, you know? And then that instantly makes you go, whatever. Like they have this notebook, How to Talk to Kids, and it was made in like 1957, and they're still like, cool, that's deaf. Why, that's dope. Isn't that dope? That's fresh. So, I don't know, I just feel like as long as you speak your truth, whatever that truth happens to be, that's what people want. And so everybody's, I never care too much about it. I never do research, because in my experience, everybody just wants a chance to be heard and listen and teach and be taught. You know, we're all teachers. We're all students. So I don't have to worry about it. I used to when I first started, I was scared. You know, like especially when I did my first audience where it was all black people, I was like, what if they don't like me? But at the end, all anybody wants is truth. And as long as you just come up with your truth, that's all good. Everybody has the same desire. So I learned a long time ago not to judge anybody based on my preconceptions of what Mississippi might be. People are human. That's all I need to know. In fact, I want to do some questions and answers. Can I do that? I've always wanted to do Q&A and stuff, because that's kind of cool. Because, okay, I just used the teacher's bathroom, and I thought it was so cool. It's just as nasty as any old bathroom, but just, I was like... Anyway, anybody got any questions? made something up.
What made you want to be a poet?
That's a good question. I was always scared of talking in front of an audience, like really scared. Like when you had to do an oral presentation, I'd be the one leaning against the wall and kind of talking down like this. I was the kind of kid, like, whenever there was a school shooting in the newspaper, everybody would look at me. There's always that kid, who's dressed in black, plays Dungeons and Dragons and video games, and always kind of a little creepy and smells a little funny. That was me, right? So I was scared and nervous, and I didn't like to talk. Nobody liked to talk to me because I was creepy, and I didn't like to talk to anybody else because I could tell they thought I was creepy, and I was just sad. I was like, you guys know the term emo?
Yeah.
I was emo before emo was cool. I was emo when it was just called being sad all the time. You know what I'm saying? So when I started, I took an acting class because I knew I was afraid to talk in front of people, and it was so freaking scary. Like the first class, you had to just read song lyrics, and not even like read them well, just read them out loud, Don't push me because I'm close to the edge. I'm trying not to lose my head. All right, extra credit. Who sang that?
The Penguin on March of the Penguins. No, the Penguin on March of the Penguins is the guy.
Grandmaster Melly Mel. Don't push me, cause I'm close to the edge. I'm trying not to lose my head. You gotta look up some old stuff on YouTube, like putting Curtis Blow. Ever heard of Curtis Blow? No. Ever heard of Rakim?
Yeah.
Only the best MC that ever was. Eric B. and Rakim. You guys gotta check out some stuff. Anyways. Yeah, I decided to be a poet. I don't know, I just was kind of good at it. The first time I tried it, they were doing poetry readings in my hometown, and I was scared, and I had some poems, but I did it, and it wasn't so bad. I survived it, and so I was like, well, that wasn't so bad. So I came back, and I kind of tend to be kind of funny, so people were reacting, and when you get a whole room of people just paying attention, that's cool, but when you get them all laughing, that's good stuff. It made me feel like I'm not such a loser. And it's kind of like if you're going to get addicted to something, it might as well be writing. It might as well be something positive, And I felt so positive about it. All the negative stuff in my life didn't really matter as much anymore, It's like there's a line in here. Well, I wrote this for myself. I was doing a lot of high school gigs, and I do a lot of cussing in my college gigs, but I wanted to start writing stuff specifically that I could perform at high school gigs without cutting out all the cuss words. And so I wanted, this is like everything I wanted to say to somebody in high school, like, look, just survive this time, Get through this time, and I promise it's going to be a little bit better once you get out of here. Because right now it's confusing. Just get through it. Just be strong. I wish somebody had said all this stuff to me at 15, so I'll just read it. It's called Proverbs. This one goes out to those who refuse to be defined, who look at government forms as a challenge, who see the safe little boxes next to Caucasian and Asian, Black and Hispanic, and make their own little box labeled all of the above, who scratch out the question entirely and write their own names in large capital letters, who, when forced to choose between male and female, write instead, see attached 27-page document detailing why my gender and sexuality will never fit within the confines of your stupid little boxes. This one goes out to those who fight every day for the simple right to exist. For every gay kid ever beaten up for being gay. For every straight kid ever beaten up for being gay. For every girl who looks into the hungry eyes of magazine models and shouts, I don't need the body of a skinny 12-year-old boy to be beautiful. Gaze at my thick thighs with envy. For every boy who winces when his friends measure their masculinity by how many girls they screw over and are man enough to call them out for it. For every girl who has screamed enough and marched with her sisters to take back the night from monsters who would rather they stay at home afraid. For every band geek who picked up a guitar or drumsticks or French horn instead of a bomb. For every poet who picked up a pen instead of a gun and expressed their anger with words and not blood. For every jock who refused to see those physically weaker than them as less than them. And for every teacher who risked their jobs by simply being there when no one else would, this one goes out to you. To those who refuse to define themselves by their size of their parents' bank accounts, by the clothes they wear, the music they listen to. To those who demand to be defined by their actions, not by their fashions. Who can't wait to turn 18 so they can finally vote those idiots out of office. Who refuse to be passive consumers in the self-centered nation and throw away their televisions and make their own movies. Who throw out their PlayStations and make their own video games. Who teach themselves to play their own music and write their own novels and create their own art. And most of all, this one goes out to the kid listening right now who thinks I cannot possibly be talking about them. The quiet kid. The one who never speaks, who never raises his voice or his hand. The one with no friends, who's never been on a date. The one ignored by parents, by teachers, by other kids. Yes, this one goes out to you most of all. Know this. I understand. I hear you. I used to be you. Don't you let anyone say your voice has no value. Raise your voice, kid. And don't ever stop. Oh.
Snap.
Oh, wait. Oh, yeah!